Welcome to FlyEaglesFly News, where Eagles fans get the latest, fastest, and hottest updates. Hit subscribe and fly high with us. The NFL world is buzzing with shockwaves as news spreads that the Philadelphia Eagles and Indianapolis Colts have reportedly finalized a trade that could redefine the landscape of the league. Sources close to the matter suggest that Riley Leonard, the young quarterback who has been making waves with his impressive college career at Duke and later Notre Dame, is expected to join the Eagles roster. Leonard, drafted in the 6th round by the Colts in the 2025 NFL Draft, has shown flashes of brilliance in limited appearances, leaving many analysts convinced that his potential ceiling is extraordinarily high. The whispers around the league indicate that Eagles general manager ROSEMAN, known for making bold and sometimes controversial moves, saw an opportunity to bring in a dynamic quarterback who could inject new energy into the team. Fans are speculating endlessly about how Leonard's arrival might affect the existing depth chart, particularly with the current quarterback situation, and whether this move signals a long-term commitment to reshaping the Eagles' offensive identity. The timing of this trade has only added to the drama, as insiders hint that both franchises may have been negotiating for weeks, carefully evaluating Leonard's skill set, adaptability, and readiness to thrive in a fast-paced, high-pressure environment that the Eagles demand from their signal callers. The NFL community is now rife with debate, with analysts weighing whether Leonard's mobility, arm strength, and football IQ can immediately translate to success at the professional level, or if this will be a developmental project that could take several seasons to fully materialize. The strategic implications of acquiring Riley Leonard extend far beyond a simple roster adjustment, with experts speculating that this trade could trigger a domino effect across multiple franchises. Leonard's arrival might not only influence the Eagles' play calling and offensive scheme, but it could also spark a reevaluation of the team's draft and free agent priorities in the upcoming offseason. Sources suggest that ROSEMAN has been quietly observing Leonard for months, monitoring his mechanics, decision-making under pressure, and ability to read complex defenses. Rumors suggest that internal meetings with coaching staff have focused on how Leonard could integrate into the Eagles' system, with some insiders hinting at experimental packages and dual quarterback strategies in early practices to assess his chemistry with receivers and linemen. Beyond the technical aspects, Leonard's personality, leadership qualities, and work ethic have been cited as key reasons why Philadelphia believes he can succeed in such a high-stakes environment. The broader league reaction has been a mixture of excitement and skepticism, with some pundits questioning whether a 6th-round pick can realistically transition to a starting role in one of the NFL's most scrutinized markets. At the same time, fans are imagining the electrifying potential of a young quarterback making big plays in a team hungry for a new identity and a path back to contention. The speculation is intensifying, and social media platforms are exploding with theories, mock projections, and debates on Leonard's potential impact. Talk around NFL circles emphasizes that this trade represents a calculated gamble by the Eagles' front office, one that could either pay off in spectacular fashion or leave lingering questions about roster management and draft strategy. Leonard's brief but impressive college career is being dissected in minute detail, with analysts highlighting his ability to extend plays, his arm velocity, and his poise in high-pressure situations. Many point to his adaptability as a dual-threat quarterback, capable of making accurate throws on the run, while also possessing a level of football intelligence that suggests he can grasp complex playbooks quickly. The trade also raises intriguing questions about the Colts' direction, as the team reportedly gains draft compensation or other considerations in exchange for Leonard. Speculation is rampant about how this deal fits into Indianapolis' broader plan to rebuild or retool their roster, and whether Leonard's departure reflects deeper organizational philosophies or simply a strategic move to capitalize on his perceived market value. Among Eagles fans, excitement is palpable, with online forums and fan communities debating what Leonard's presence could mean for the team's championship aspiration and the potential emergence of a new franchise icon. Meanwhile, NFL insiders hint that further roster adjustments might follow, suggesting that the Leonard acquisition could be just the first step in a larger reshaping of the Eagles' offensive identity, including potential moves in free agency or supplemental draft picks. Leonard's integration will likely be watched closely during practices, preseason games, and media sessions, as the league collectively assesses whether this move is a masterstroke by ROSEMAN or a high-stakes experiment. Some rumors even suggest that Leonard's playing style could influence the Eagles' offensive philosophy moving forward, potentially encouraging more spread formations, read-option schemes, and quick pass strategies designed to maximize his mobility and decision-making speed. Coaches are reportedly excited about the flexibility Leonard could bring, envisioning a quarterback who can create plays both inside and outside the pocket while keeping defenses off balance. Analysts speculate that the Eagles may implement a gradual integration plan, allowing Leonard to acclimate to the speed and complexity of NFL defenses without being thrown into immediate high-pressure situations. This methodical approach could preserve his development curve while testing his chemistry with key players such as wide receivers, tight ends, and offensive linemen. In controlled settings, social media chatter also highlights Leonard's work ethic, leadership potential, and professionalism as major factors in the speculation frenzy, with many drawing comparisons to other young quarterbacks who quickly adapted to elite competition. Beyond the X's and O's, fans are already imagining iconic moments, highlight reel throws, and potential playoff runs, fueling a narrative that feels almost cinematic in its suspense. The trade has created a domino effect of rumors, with speculation extending to contract negotiations, locker room dynamics, and even potential future trades that could be influenced by Leonard's performance. For the Eagles, this move could signify a bold new era under ROSEMAN's leadership, blending calculated risk with the hope of uncovering a franchise quarterback capable of changing the team's trajectory. Meanwhile, league analysts are dissecting the trade in terms of long-term strategic impact, evaluating how Leonard's addition might shift the balance of power within the NFC East. There is growing debate about whether Leonard can compete for a starting role immediately or if he will serve as a developmental backup in his rookie season, learning from veteran quarterbacks while refining his mechanics and decision-making under the Eagles' coaching staff. The speculative narrative extends to potential adjustments in offensive line protection schemes, receiving corps responsibilities, and even special teams coordination. As teams prepare for multiple scenarios that might arise from Leonard's integration, rumors hint at internal evaluations of Leonard's ability to handle high-pressure moments, media scrutiny, and the expectations of a passionate fan base, all of which are crucial in shaping his trajectory. The excitement is compounded by Leonard's unique combination of arm talent, mobility, and mental acuity, qualities that make him a tantalizing prospect for both short-term impact and long-term growth. Analysts predict that Eagles practices, scrimmages, and preseason appearances will be dissected in extraordinary detail, with every throw, read, and audible becoming fodder for endless speculation. Leonard's presence alone has already ignited conversations about offensive philosophy, quarterback development, and the league-wide ripple effects of a single bold trade. As anticipation builds, fans and insiders alike are bracing for a thrilling and unpredictable chapter in Eagles history. The buzz surrounding Riley Leonard's potential debut with Philadelphia underscores the inherent drama and unpredictability of the NFL, where one bold decision can alter the course of an entire franchise. Sources suggest that the Eagles front office views Leonard not only as a quarterback talent, but also as a cultural addition, capable of inspiring teammates and energizing fan engagement. Speculation continues about how Leonard's college experience, combined with his work ethic and adaptability, might translate into leadership within the locker room and on the field. Analysts are already constructing scenario simulations to predict Leonard's impact against divisional rivals, evaluating potential matchups, defensive schemes, and in-game adjustments. The trade has sparked conversations about roster construction, salary cap implications, and future draft strategies, with some insiders hinting that Leonard could become a cornerstone around which the Eagles build for years to come. Fans are dreaming of explosive plays, comeback victories, and the possibility of Leonard emerging as a franchise quarterback, with the narrative fueled by the suspense and excitement that only a blockbuster trade can generate. Even without seeing him in Eagles colors yet, the NFL community is collectively envisioning how Leonard's integration might redefine expectations, ignite the team's offensive potential, and signal the beginning of a transformative era under Howie Roseman's bold leadership. Speculation around Riley Leonard's arrival in Philadelphia has sparked a frenzy among fans, analysts, and rival teams alike, with everyone trying to imagine the impact of a young, dynamic quarterback joining a roster hungry for reinvention. Sources suggest that Leonard's dual threat capabilities could lead to a shift in the Eagles' offensive scheme, encouraging more read option plays, quick releases, and creative formations designed to exploit his mobility and decision-making skills. Observers are debating how Leonard will mesh with the receiving corps, particularly the team's star wideouts and tight ends, whose timing, route running, and chemistry will be critical in translating his potential into tangible results. Some insiders hint that the Eagles may consider experimental packages in practice, including designed quarterback runs, RPOs, and short pass schemes that leverage Leonard's speed and agility. Meanwhile, rival teams in the NFC East are reportedly recalibrating their defensive strategies, analyzing game film, and projecting scenarios to prepare for Leonard's unpredictable playing style. The excitement extends beyond X's and O's, with social media platforms filled with viral threads, highlight compilations, and speculative simulations depicting Leonard making game-changing plays against top-tier defenses. Analysts are increasingly emphasizing that this trade is not merely about adding a quarterback, but about potentially redefining the identity of the Eagles' offense, blending innovation, youth, and adaptability in a way that could send shockwaves throughout the league. FlyEaglesFly News family, smash subscribe and hit like. Your support keeps the freshest Philadelphia Eagles updates flying in. Drop your take in the comments and let's talk birds. The arrival of Leonard is fueling speculation about roster decisions, particularly regarding veteran quarterbacks and depth chart positioning. Rumors indicate that the Eagles may adjust their rotation strategy, allowing Leonard to learn from established players, while gradually increasing his exposure to high-pressure situations. Analysts are dissecting his ability to read defenses, manage pocket pressure, and execute complex passing concepts, all while maintaining composure under scrutiny from coaches, media, and fans. Sources hint that internal evaluations of his leadership skills and work ethic are equally important, with the organization seemingly betting that Leonard's professionalism will accelerate his acclimation to the NFL environment. There is growing discussion about the potential ripple effects this trade could have across other teams, particularly those considering quarterback upgrades or developmental projects, as Leonard's trajectory may set a precedent for evaluating young, high-upside players in similar situations. Fans are envisioning electrifying scenarios, from clutch fourth-quarter drives to high-flying aerial plays that could ignite stadiums and redefine the Eagles' offensive narrative. The speculation also extends to contract structures, potential performance incentives, and future trade value, as Leonard's stock is expected to fluctuate dramatically based on early performances. Insiders suggest that Leonard's adaptability may encourage the Eagles' coaching staff to experiment with offensive tempo and play calling, potentially incorporating hurry-up sequences, misdirection plays, and situational improvisation to maximize his skill set. Analysts are speculating whether Leonard's presence could alter the team's draft strategy in upcoming seasons, perhaps prioritizing offensive linemen, skill position players, or versatile athletes capable of complementing a quarterback with dual threat abilities. The narrative extends to special teams, as Leonard's mobility might influence red zone strategies, quarterback sneaks, and situational plays designed to create unpredictability. Rumors indicate that practices will serve as critical evaluation periods, where Leonard's decision-making, chemistry with teammates, and adaptability to the Eagles' complex system will be under constant scrutiny. Social media chatter has amplified every rumor, with fan theories ranging from Leonard immediately starting to him serving as a developmental quarterback behind veterans before eventually assuming the primary role. Analysts continue to emphasize that Leonard's college experience, mental acuity, and physical traits provide a tantalizing mix of potential and uncertainty, making his integration into the Eagles a storyline that will dominate headlines and online debates for months. Every play, every throw, and every audible could become fodder for discussion, highlighting the NFL's obsession with the unknown and the potential impact of a single bold trade. League insiders are also considering the broader implications of Leonard joining the Eagles, particularly how his style could disrupt defensive schematics throughout the NFC. Teams may need to prepare for his ability to extend plays, scramble outside the pocket, and read defenses in real time, forcing coordinators to rethink traditional coverage schemes and pressure packages. Analysts speculate that Leonard's presence may trigger a reevaluation of quarterback development strategies across the league, especially for players drafted in later rounds with high athletic upside. Beyond the tactical considerations, Leonard's addition has sparked conversation about leadership dynamics within the Eagles' locker room, with speculation about how a young quarterback will interact with veteran players and emerging stars. That's a wrap from FlyEaglesFly News. If you want the fastest Eagles updates, subscribe, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Sound off in the comments. Let's talk birds.